So are y'all saying that the fighting is not like the fighting game aspect is not a core component?
Yeah, I'm saying that it's not the foundation.
That second bullet point right there says it plays more like a 3D arena fighter with RPG progression and online features, not a full MMO. So it says, it literally says right there that it plays more like an arena fighter. The same thing that y'all are trying to say that it's not.
Xenoverse 2 is closer to DC Universe Online than it is to a fighting game. Xenoverse 2 is closer to DC Universe Online than it is to a fighting game.
Welcome to the AP Army. Welcome to the AP Army. Yes, sir. Ambassador Plays back in the building. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Not just well, but swell. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Look, y'all, today, man, we got the most unique 2 sweats video that we've ever dropped, ever released. Do you feel me? Now, Don Coolio and I, my brother, the Goku to my Vegeta, we had the biggest throwdown in history, but it wasn't Sparking Zero? Hold on now. What we talking about? What we talking about? So look, so boom. Okay, so boom, man. The other night, we were getting ready for the Air Coolio games. Boom. I put a picture right there, and I might drop a link in the description. Hurry up and register. We can have up to 50 participants. We only got 30 participants so far, and the prize pool is $200 for first place, $50 for runner-up. Lock in, no fee to entry. You have to have a LAN cable. You have to have a LAN cable, and it's only NA right now. It's only NA East, if I'm not mistaken. But we got on a call to discuss this tournament that's going down on December 6th, and somehow, some way, we got into the discussion, which I really, until today, didn't know was a serious discussion. Is Xenoverse a fighting game? Or is it not a fighting game? Is it something else? Is it, perhaps an MMO? Perhaps an RPG? Now, Don Coolio and I, y'all know we like this. We locked in. We very like-minded, we're competitive individuals, so we teamed up. Goku and Vegeta, aka Don Coolio and Goku and Vegeta, aka Don Coolio and Ambassador Plays. We teamed up to fight. We went at it verbally and intellectually. You feel me? We was battling intellectually, and we went up against Air Chucks and Christian Seda Plays. Now, these are the bros. Y'all know me and Don is Goku and Vegeta. So if we Goku and Vegeta, and they, especially the take that they was giving, I might have to give them. Don't tell them I said this, y'all. Krillin and Yamcha. That's the vibes they was giving, because I can't get down with what they were saying. But listen, this is a great video. I'm going to have some Sparking Zero playing underneath or in the background. I'll have like a little square of the Discord, because there were times where Airchucks was screen recording and he showed some information. So in those times, I'll try to put it on the screen. But that's it, man. Make sure y'all drop in the comment section what y'all thoughts are. And without further ado, let's get into the video, man.
Balance for that reason. Whereas Xenoverse, bro, you have a lot of shit that just doesn't make sense for a fighting game, because the mechanics are not for that reason. The mechanics are for you to fight raids with your friends, build your character and stuff like that. You know,
what mechanics don't make sense?
Let me finish. As bad as Sparking Zero is, the mechanics are balanced for us to fight each other 1v1. Like, that's what it is. Even DP Battles is a 1v1 fight. You just switch your character. You don't have multiple characters on screen. Like, that's what disqualifies Xenoverse as a fighting game to me. Is for that reason. The mechanics are not for PvP. They're not. You know, and that's it.
It's like Final Destiny, I think, like where you can have like 4 different characters on screen together. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, I said my point. Yeah.
What you think now,
So
AP?
I guess I just played Xenoverse 2 completely wrong then, because I played some of the raids and the bosses. I do understand. I have a better understanding of where y'all are coming from, but how I had so many hours on Xenoverse 2, but I had brothers, so we would just sit and fight each other all day long, and then I took that and I went online and I went on to the online PvP system, as y'all are saying, and that's the majority of what I played. So from my experience, Xenoverse 1 and 2, that's how I played them. And if I had friends that were online, I would go to other people. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I thought it was fire that I could create my own character. And guess what I did? I created my own character and I started boxing people online with them. So it was always, for me, it was always a fighting game. Like, that was the appeal to Xenoverse. Like, when I seen the advertisement for Xenoverse 2, I seen them throwing hands, I seen them fighting other players, and I seen the customization too. That was dope. But it was always a fighting game to me. That was the appeal, and that's what got me on the game. That's what kept me on the game for the years that I did play. So
yeah, but I mean, you understand that the mechanics. You understand that the mechanics of the game.
I'm never denying the fact that it's a hybrid. I definitely understand that, but it's just the fact that it's hard for me to see how it's not, the foundation isn't a fighting game. I give y'all all of the points that y'all are saying. I give y'all the mechanics, the fact that you got multiple people on screen. I give that to y'all, but I'm just having a hard time accepting the fact that all of that stuff negates the fact that the foundation is a fighting game, even if it's not your traditional side scroll fighter like Street Fighter or Injustice.
Because the mechanics of Xenoverse 2 were not designed.
It's not like Elden Ring or
they were
Dark
not
Souls.
designed. They were not designed with PvP as the priority focus. That's what I would say. It's like the mechanics of Xenoverse 2 were designed in a way to where you could do the raids, you could do the co-op battles. You could fight.
Is it possible
together.
though? Is it possible that it was designed in a PvP focus, but also designed in a way that you could do the raids? Because all I played was PvP, and it wasn't like you know how with Sparking is glaring issues like this shouldn't be in the game. I'm not saying Xenoverse 2 didn't have those issues, but it never felt like, okay, this game isn't made for fighting one person and one person alone. It never ever felt like that.
I felt like it wasn't and stuff. Like I felt the opposite and stuff, because it was like the connection was, I mean, as bad as Sparking's connection is, it was way worse. Even like some of the combos phasing out, a lot of things. Yeah, there was just a lot of things like just wrong with.
Bro, even right now, bro, I see videos of Xenoverse right now. It just, bro, it's not a fighting game, bro. It's not a fighting game.
Like beams trying to track your opponent and stuff. Like it was off at times. Like it just came across as clearly they didn't really like thoroughly know what the
that wasn't the priority. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
PvP
exactly.
was not the priority.
Yeah, that's what I got off of it. Whereas like majority,
it's
of
like
the time
I could give you an example. Like, okay, I was a previous Halo player. I play Halo a lot. Now, Halo is a FPS, right? First person shooter. Now, people used it to play Infection, which is like a zombie game mode. Does that mean Halo is a zombie game? No, okay, it's an FPS. Why? Because the mechanics were all balanced around first-person shooter battles. Okay, now people put swords in your hands and became zombies and created another game, and they would sit there for hours playing zombies. But Halo's still a FPS at the end of the day, right? It's not a zombie game.
But that's why I compared Xenoverse to DC Online. And I don't know how it's not, because it's like DC Online, you can create your character, you can do raids, you can join you can do raids with your friends and stuff. You can go against like the CPUs and stuff, and then if you also want to just fight against other players,
I agree with Chugs. You can do that
in DC Online. It's the same thing.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that line of argumentation. I could then go and make a spread point or a PowerPoint on how NBA 2K26 is not a sports game, because I can do those same aspects. It has a city. You can go and customize your character. You have My Career, where you make your own character. You're not playing as an actual NBA character, right? All of those same aspects that Xenoverse has. You can do the same thing in 2K.
But
you can also play 1v1.
The foundation.
But when you enter
basketball,
when you start playing the game, what do? You get on a court and you play basketball. So it's a sports game. It's a basketball game. The mechanics of the game, the things around it, just supplement that. But the main mechanics,
I think that's the same thing with Xenoverse 2. I think because are y'all saying that the fighting is not, like, the fighting game aspect is not a core component?
Yeah, I'm saying that it's not the foundation.
So I would say the fighting elements were not designed for PvP. That's what I would say.
Bro, when I look this mug up,
Like,
it's the creators and publishers of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 officially classify it as a game that includes the fighting genre as one of its core components alongside action and role-playing. So it seems as though they themselves classify it as a fighting game. Now, here's what I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys the hybrid, 100%. I'll give you guys the aspects of fighting with other people, fighting against bosses and all these different kinds of stuff with other people. But I still like, I firmly think that it is a fighting game at the core. Like, that's the foundation. I don't see how that's not.
All right.
I just disagree with that, bro.
AP, so all right, so this is.
I agree with Air Chucks.
I agree with Air Chucks.
Xenoverse 2 is closer to DC Universe Online than it is to a fighting game. Xenoverse 2 is closer to DC Universe Online than it is to a fighting game. I agree with Air Chuck.
That's impossible.
I just looked up DC Universe Online's genre, just like you did, AP, with Xenoverse. It's a it's a MMO, action game,
RPG,
fighting game, adventure game. That's literally what they class a fighting game. But but you all just sat here and said, not a fighting game. That's exactly how me and Christian view Xenoverse. It's not a fighting game. It's the same thing as DC Universe Online.
Listen, Budokai 3 is more of a fighting game than Xenoverse is.
That's fine.
No. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. The DC Universe argument is kind of wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's very wild, bro. It's very wild. It's nowhere near.
No. I'm looking at the screen right now. First of all, even in your search, you said DC Universe Online genres. I understand all the genres they had. I played DC Universe. By the way, loved it. It was a great game. I asked, do the creators of Xenoverse 2 consider it a fighting game? I'm not saying DC Universe Online didn't have the opportunity or the genre at all to fight. It definitely did. But that comparison, I can't give you that. I'm not going to lie to you. Because when I type in, is DC Universe Online a fighting game? The first thing that comes up is no, in bold print. I don't think anybody considers DC Universe Online a fighting game because it doesn't have anything.
He said something about how like you can 1v1 on DC Universe, but it's nowhere near to the same degree as you.
The 1v1 and the PvP modes in Xenoverse 2 are fighting game. Like,
bro, that's literally
it's fighting game. Where
you have to literally
that's how me and my brothers box for hours and hours on there. DC Universe is not the same. I do understand the argument that you're trying to make, but I don't think that it can. That's too much of a stretch. DC Universe is too far of a stretch.
It's definitely a hybrid. I'll give it that, but like to sit here and say like it's like how many hours did y'all have on Xenoverse? How many hours did y'all have on Xenoverse?
Oh, I probably had
I played the OG. I played the OG Xenoverse. But it just
that was back when I was in high school and I didn't have a life. I had an unhealthy amount of hours on both 1 and 2.
About to look this up.
Y'all, so when y'all played Xenoverse, y'all were just like y'all were boxing the AI.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Who was talking? Whoever was talking, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk.
That structures that it say right there, Air Trucks, is a huge part right there. Different franchises, genres, and structures.
They're different franchise genres and structures.
Now that's what I'm saying. That structures part is huge because the structure of Xenoverse 2 is far different than DC Online.
Hold on. This is my thing with this whole: is this a fighting game? Is this not a fighting game? Because back in the day, we used to argue: is Smash Bros a fighting game? Actually, right? That was the whole thing. And people were like,
don't skip past that one right there, Chucks.
No, because I think they're putting into the fact that it says free to play MM. Like, I think they're adding all of that stuff. I just
but you see under the Xenoverse 2 where it says it's primarily an action fighting RPG.
It's an RPG. It's an RPG with fighting game elements. It's not a fighting game, bro.
So action fighting RPG, not a fighting game.
But the RPG part is the main focus, is what I'm saying. It's not a fighting game primarily. It's an RPG.
It goes back to like the argument that I had, or that debate that I had with Don when I was saying.
But hold on.
Keep reading.
Let me interrupt
real quick.
Let me interrupt real quick.
That second
bullet point. That second bullet point right there says it plays more like a 3D arena fighter with RPG progression and online features, not a full MMO. So it literally says right there that it plays more like an arena fighter. The same thing that y'all are trying to say that it's not.
Yeah, I said that it has like arena fighter.
It's an MMO light. I said it from the beginning, and it says it right there. It says it right there.
It says it plays like a 3D arena fighter. No game.
I said it before we even began.
Okay, so let me say this: no game that does not have fighting elements that are designed to be PvP. No game plays like an arena fighter that don't have elements like that.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
3D or 2D.
Wait, repeat that. I didn't get that last part. What'd you say?
I said in order for a game to play like a 3D arena fighter, what does that indicate? That indicates that the game was designed for a PvP intention. You can't play like an arena fighter without emphasis, heavy emphasis on PvP. It's impossible.
I don't think Xenoverse is a PvP game primarily. That's not what it is. That's not what it's for, bro. That's not what it's for.
It definitely is, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a fighting game with all of the components that you guys are saying.
On YouTube playing Xenoverse 2, you're gonna see people playing ones. When you look up Syriacs, when you look up anybody playing the game, they're not blowing up from playing.
Hold on. Look at what Airchuck's got on the screen. That's really good right there. It's a DC Universe Online uses MMO style combat with a mix of ranged melee and power-based attacks. Combat is action-oriented but designed for large-scale battles in an open world, often including teamwork with other players. Now, the first bullet point in Xenoverse 2 says Xenoverse 2 focuses on fast-paced 3D arena fighting with martial arts style combos, energy blast transformations, and aerial combat moves. Tell me that's not fighting game language. It is designed more like a traditional fighting game with RPG elements. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, AP, they just didn't have no hours on her like that, bro. They ain't play it like that, bro.
And here's the thing: I'm not discrediting what they're saying. It completely. Like I'm definitely not. I give them everything they're saying about the playing with other people. But the two things that I cannot give y'all is that it's not based on fighting. Fighting is not the foundation, and that DC Universe comparison, that's over with. I see where you're trying to come from. But it's no way, bro. And I played both games. I'm not being biased.
But Xenoverse to me is an RPG first. Yeah, to me, it's an RPG
to you, I ain't gonna lie. Basketball to me is lemonade, dog. You feel me?
because the same way, because AP, the same way that you can say that you hopped on Xenoverse and you like the main focus was to play against other like players and stuff online.
Yeah,
I know a bunch of players that was not their primary focus.
Nah, and I give you that. But let me say this: there are some players. I literally had a dude in my stream the other day that had me react to one of his things on Sparking Zero. His main focus is custom battles. Now, nobody in here gonna say,
but that's not the majority.
Okay. No,
that's not the majority.
Hold up.
That's not the majority.
Because you just.
That's what I'm saying though. You about to
prove my point though. You about to prove my point, bro. There's people that get on Sparking Zero to play custom battles. Does that mean Sparking Zero is not a fighting game?
Huh? You said, does that make it not a fighting game? No.
Sparking Zero, and they don't touch PvP.
Nah, but now
they go to role play on custom battles.
Right.
Does that mean that Sparking Zero is not a fighting game?
No, absolutely not. I know the road you're going down. That's not the argument that I'm trying to make.
So it's the same thing with Xenoverse. Yeah, there's people that are gonna hop on PvP,
bro.
Because that, but here, Christian, the sliver of people that hop on Sparking Zero to do custom battles is less than 1%. It has to be, because when you go onto those, Don and I literally just tried to do a collaboration video on this, like recently, like maybe a week ago. There was nothing on there with more than 30 times played. Bro, the sample size that you're using on that portion is so small compared to Xenoverse 2.
I'm just saying, if I were to go to Xenoverse right now and never touch the RPG elements,
right,
that doesn't make Xenoverse not an RPG.
Right, it is an RPG. And I'm not, so if I communicated that because of my experience, that's what makes it. That's not what I'm trying to say. I will say I am biased towards that, but also I believe that the game has way more foundational elements that actually support being, like the internet said, a 3D arena fighter than you guys are trying to give it credit for. Therefore, makes it a fighting game. I think that here our views are opposite. We have a lot of like, if it was like a circle graph, we got a lot of overlapping parts where we agree. But where Don and I are is that it's a fighting game with RPG elements. Y'all are saying it's an RPG MMO.
I think it's the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite.
See, I vehemently disagree with that.
But AP, this is what I was trying to say on Dom's stream one time.
But the sheer fact that you can customize your moveset, that you can trade out any super, like create your character, give them like different builds and stuff, that makes it an RPG.
I can do different builds on 2K. I can make my dude 5'9" or 7 foot. I can give him blue hair or yellow hair.
Okay, but what sports game? That doesn't take away from the fact that it's a sports game. It's
and that's like exactly what I'm saying. It don't take away from the fact that it's a fighting game.
That definitely doesn't take away from the fact that it's
that's the exact same argument I'm making.
It does, because you can focus on raids with 2K. If you could, all right, let me explain it like this. With the 2K example that you're giving, which if 2K had the feature where you can 2K, go to the clubs, if you could go to the clubs without even touching the court, cool.
What if I told you that 2K has daily and weekly races where you get in a go-kart and you drive around and you try to compete against other players' times? If I get on there and do that and I never touch my career, then what? Because it does.
Is that the primary focus?
It still makes it a basketball
game. No,
it's
not the primary focus, and that's my argument that I'm making.
At the end of the day,
that's my argument, though. That's my argument.
Right. So we're making the same
primary
argument.
focus of Xenoverse.
You're making
primary focus is customization.
See, I disagree with it.
Exactly.
I disagree with that.
But
100%, Chucks is right on that.
But
the main draw of Xenoverse,
bro, just because you can customize your character and
I'm trying to listen to what you're saying, Chucks.
So that's the main draw. That's the main draw of Xenoverse, is to customize.
That doesn't matter though. It don't matter whether the main draw is still, bro. Go ahead.
Nah. All I was just trying to say was that with Xenoverse, damn, I can't even remember that. Hold on, give me a second.
Yo, that's the main draw. That's why Xenoverse. That's why I picked up the original Xenoverse. It's like, oh, okay, I can make my own.
This one of the last.
I can make my own Frieza character. Okay,
I remember AP. I remember now. All right, so think of it like this: majority of the people that play Sparking Zero, and that also play Xenoverse, most of it, like I would say, 80% of the time, they say that they like the combat system of Xenoverse. I mean, the combat system of Sparking more than Xenoverse. There is a reason why, because Sparking Zero focuses primarily on fighting.
Okay, now can I jump in?
Let me say something.
Go ahead. I know exactly what Don's about to say. I got
niggas. I literally got niggas that literally tell me they love Xenoverse combat,
and that's exactly what I was about to say.
But that's why I get Xenoverse combat. For the people that said that they like Xenoverse combat, I promise you that's not the majority and stuff. That's more of a micro. Like I could say,
it's a lot closer than you think.
Nah, bro, it's way closer. It's way closer, bro.
I don't think
it's way closer than you do not, bro. Y'all just didn't play.
You could do a survey. You could do a survey,
bro.
We all could do a survey.
I'll put out a poll.
Let's all do a community poll right now, bro. Let's all post on our individual YouTube pages, bro, and ask. Put fighting game primarily with RPG bro. Aspects.
They're not designed for PvP fighting like that, bro.
I'm telling you, you could do a poll and ask people: do you prefer Xenoverse fighting or Sparking Zero's fighting mechanics? Most of the players that have played both are gonna tell you Sparking Zero, because Sparking Zero is more towards not traditional fighting, but at least within like traditional arena fighting.
It's just a 3D
arena fighter in the same way that Xenoverse 2
actually is a fighting
arena fighter.
Nah, Xenoverse
Sparking Zero is actually a fighting game, bro.